Hi, Hillary Raven Porter here, and I am a multidimensional healer and a starseed oracle, and I'm coming at you today for Spiritually Speaking with Dimension 2. Second dimension. We're going to be talking about I think I said 12 dimensions. We might possibly dive into the 13th, and then there's just like so little information going up about that because we're still discovering these things. So as you can see, I am outside today. I'm going to try my best to handle both my phone and my notes and the wind, if the wind picks up. Thanks for your patience for the little rustle that can happen. But this is the most perfect space for the second dimension. Why is that? Because the second dimension is all about the plant and the animal world. So what do I have around me? Well, I have this fly. He doesn't want to leave me alone. He's gone now. I pointed him out and he got camera shy. We have the bumblebees, we have the plants, we have everything plant and animal around us, right? So this doesn't only include just the animals, this is also the elementals associated with the plants and the animals within this realm. It's also to their astral connections and their astral bodies. So, for example, our cat, Rosinator, Rosie Bun, Rosie Mama Bear, Rosie for short, can trilocate, I swear, like a quantum locate. I don't think it gets only stuck to 3 trilocations. 3 trilocations would make 9, would it not? Anyways, you will literally be, like, I'll be sitting at my desk and I'll be like, hey, Rosie Bun. And I've seen her. She's come up. I've felt her. She's come sat beside me and I look over and she's not there. Where is she? Then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, she must be in the kitchen because I hear her jump up on the counter. And then I go to look for her. And where is she? Passed out on our bed. She's done it where I've had experiences with her in the space, in the home space. Derek's had experiences with her when he's out and about. I mean, she's obviously not out there with him, right? I've had her jump up on the bed. You feel the pressure of her feet on the bed. She is not there. And yeah, so trilocating, bilocating, right? Going to all these different locations. This is how they're connecting to their astral realm. Okay, so this vibration, so when we start at the base vibration, so the first dimension, that's the densest vibration. And as we go up, it gets finer. So if we're on dimension 2, that means the vibration is just that little bit finer, right? There's an intelligence here with plants and with animals, an intelligence that we as humans can struggle with, not all of us, but it comes with part of the human nature of what is next. Is it pure death or do we reincarnate? And this is like the age-old question, like, what am I here for and what's next? What happens when I die? Well, within this plane of existence, in the second dimension, crow medicine. I actually saw a snake. Oh, he just flew behind. I actually saw a snake. I got right upon him as I was crossing the path. He didn't even move. He was just like, sun's so good. So I walked around. But yeah, the animals are loving this right now. But anyways, they know, there's this knowing in the second dimension that they are going to come back, that this isn't the end of them, that this is just their star soul's incarnation in this moment, in this now. Right? This is also the place that we eat from. This is the place, we had a discussion in our household this morning about plants and animals, like we consume each other, right? Like plants consume other plants, animals, which sounds really funny. But if you think about it, what are they doing in the soil? The plants have broken down. They're in the soil. They're consuming that. They're getting nutrients from that, right? Animals are consuming other animals. Animals are consuming plants. We, animals, are consuming plants and animals. It's this whole cyclical thing. And there's something to say for that whole, when you eat something, you gain some of their energy, but not just the nutrient-dense energy, but also a piece of their soul essence. Hence, all the recreations that happen. Because every single time you ingest something, you're taking a piece of that into you. Then what's going to happen when you pass? I don't want to say pass. I don't even know quite what the word is. When you leave this mortal coil. Oh, here comes the wind. Yeah. When you leave this plane of existence, you then become a part of everything else. Right? When you go down into the soil, if you're on a funeral pyre, you go up into the air, you're breathed in. If you go down into the soil, the plants, then take you up, and then whatever eats the plants, right? It's all just cycle. So your piece is mind blown just thinking about this. What is actually in you right now? What aspects of all the other second dimensional beings are within your physical makeup in this moment? Because it's also been passed down from your parents and what they ate, especially your mama, right? So that speaks to all life forms here. This is the companion land, and this is also the seeds of the earth. Okay, so the form of the base of this plane is based on the genes. So the basis of, what did I say? Seed the earth, right? Seeds the earth. But where did these genes come from? So based on genes, based on aspects that came from other solar system and other planets, came down and created all of this. Second dimension, right? There are aspects here. Think about the praying mantis. How strange. The platypus. Where'd that come from? Crazy town. Some of these things are out there. Even us, right? But this is like a telephone connection to a genetic link for the others, astral others, star soul others. It is a genetic link for them to access our realm, to access this plane. This is how we get some of our messaging as well. This is also a connection through some of our animals as transmitters. And for myself, I see it as plants as transmitters. Some of the information that you get from some of the plants is mind-blowing. Simicifuga racemosa, black cohosh, connects the spine, sky to earth, right? Oh, I got bugs crawling on me. Transmitters. Think of some of the transmitters that are out there. Dolphins, whales, even just listening to like a whale song activates your DNA to this level. Close your eyes and listen to a whale song. Dolphins talking. And we know all the stuff that's out there about dolphins and how they communicate, and whales and how they communicate. That's completely otherworldly. So the animals and the plants on the second dimension, see, I'm totally tangent today. It's the sun, gets me activated. They're here to teach, show, and share with us, right? They don't hold a grudge when we eat them. So for example, when we take the medicine of like calendula, I keep looking at these ones around me. They're not dandelion, but they look like dandelion. They're the false dandelion. But they have messages for us. They teach us, they show us. They, in their simplicity, even in how they know that they will be coming back, that this is not the end for them. This is just this incarnational aspect, right? Their patience, they're not holding a grudge. I mean, it's sad, I'm not saying this is a good thing, when animals are not treated well and plants are not treated well. But you can see that they don't hold the grudge. Like, we talk about dogs and how they're just loyal to the end. Doesn't mean we should be mistreating them, but it shows you how they just, there's this simplicity, but this complexity. It's so simple and just like, it's okay, I understand. And then we move forward. Right? They know they being the second dimensional beings, they know this is what I'm here for. Whether it be the medicine, whether it be the companionship, whether it be to till the earth, whether it be to share the messages with the world and transmit dolphins and whales. Right? So this is something to take, we kind of touched on this, about you are what you eat. You are taking in aspects of that. So if you have even equisetum, which is horsetail, bottle brush, it's great medicine, but if you're eating it and it's near a space where there is a lot of toxins in the soil, you are going to be ingesting those toxins because it's a purifier, right? So it purifies within you. Oh, these bugs. Purifies within you, but it's also purifying what's around. Also, low vibrational food that has been completely devoid of nutrients. Everything's been pulled out of it, and it's white bread. So many little guys all over. But the white bread, right? It's been devoid of nutrients. There's no more soul left in it. It's basically been reaped of its soul. So the consciousness in this plane, second dimensional consciousness, what does it do? This is the one that directs the autonomic nervous system to function and to be regulated and balanced. What is the autonomic nervous system? Also consider it the automatic nervous system. So on this level, the majority of the processes that happen within our body here are unconscious. So we're talking heart rate, we're talking breathing. I know you can control that as well, but I'm breathing right now with not even considering it and thinking about it, right? Pupil dilation, arousal, your digestion, your urination, all those pathways in the background. Okay? Again, we talked about this in the first dimension. Your 5 physical senses are not conscious here. Your 5 physical senses are completely on a subconscious plane. This is a place where the chemical reactions occur within the depths of your body. Okay, what does that mean? I mean by that. So for example, you have hormones within your body, right? You have different things that are going to trigger your autonomic nervous system. Let's say you get into a heightened state and you're all anxious and you're all like, your adrenaline starts going. Your adrenaline is going to create these things that's going to affect your digestion. It's going to affect urination. It's going to affect all of those things. I just realized somebody decided to start up the old chainsaw. Maybe it's been there the whole time and I just noticed it. So plants and animals have a sense of your knowledge of intention on this plane, okay? When you sit in equality with them, when you sit in that space of, I am not better than thou, you know, how humans can get into this complex in their heads that they're just like, I am the best, I am greater than you because I have intelligence, right? Which I can argue on some planes. But when you sit with them with that intention of, hi, I'm sitting here as your equal, we are in this together. That is when you have the ability, this is your connection into the 13th plane, into your 13th dimension, into the 13th realm, and connecting to the high council. So there's portals. From the denser planes, you can access the higher planes. And from the higher planes, this is how you access the denser planes, right? You can be like, okay, I'm sitting with intention with the plants and the animals. What is he doing? Oh my goodness. You can connect into these higher realms. You can connect into these higher planes by sitting with intention and fully connecting. Not just being like, hey plant, I see you here. Hey crow, how's it going? But really sitting with them. And asking for their guidance and being like, hey, I see you. And not just once, not just twice. There's actually this really amazing Orasoma bottle. Orasoma is an energetic medicine. It comes out of, I want to say England. I still have it on my list to talk to you guys about the Orasoma. I'm currently on a new bottle. But one of my bottles was called Kutumi. So it's liquid and it's got 2 levels. And you shake it and then you apply it to different areas of your body. And Kutumi was one that allowed you to connect into the Devic realm, speak with the animals and the plants more clearly. And no word of a lie, I applied it the first time. And I already have a connection with the plants and the animals, but this just like, oh my goodness, mind blown. I connected in. Now we have the wind. I connected in to Kutumi. I'd been taking it for just a couple of days, and we went to the lake. And these little fishies swam up. And I was like, hey guys, I really want to come into the water. And they're all facing me. There's like a school of them, and they're all facing me. I was like, can you just scooch over a little bit, like a foot? And they all popped their heads up, looked at me under the water, and then swam to the side, and then looked at me again, but had cleared this space for me. Like this medicine, I could tell you hundreds of stories about Orasoma and what it does. I highly suggest looking it up, Aurasoma. Okay, let's see. And there we go. You know what? I think I've made it through my notes, even with this guy in the background trying to distract me. Second dimension, plants and animals. Meet them on, I don't want to say their level. We're on the same level. Bring yourself down or bring yourself up and realize the equality that is here and the power that we have in working together. Because interesting, second dimension, the plant and animal world. What are we? We're animals. We'll talk more in the third dimension as well about all of this stuff. But yeah, I'm going to go enjoy the sun now. I'd love to hear your comments below. You can also check me out at hillaryravenporter.com. I have all my links down in the bottom there. Still holding sessions right now in the virtual space for all you beautiful divine beings to help you as you transition in your awakening and deepen your spiritual practice while integrating your physical body with the spirit realm so that you can live in harmony and not feel up in there, right? Feel more aligned. If you'd like to support more of this work, there's also a link below where any donations so that I can keep doing this work for you can be made in gratitude for any and all. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, sending you so much love and stardust. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.